Hello, welcome to Solux Nation. It's so great to be back with you tonight. We missed you last week, but we're so excited about our Day of Discovery that just ended.
Although we did see so many comments during the Day of Discovery of everybody that was involved with that. That was so fun. Thanks for being with us. Everybody who was able to attend, we appreciate just your attendance, and we hope that it was worth your time.
We had several people post pictures and send them in, so let's kind of take a look at those and see the DoD watch parties. And we introduced a contest at Day of Discovery.
Yeah, we had a few ways into this, but the contest was for the wand.
Yes.
It was for a nano bundle, which includes all the nano products, even the thing that dropped on Monday that everybody, oh, you know what I have to say? Can I just tell a quick story?
Yeah.
There was somebody, this was passed to me, somebody before the announcement on Monday of what we were dropping on Monday as a new product, somebody said, I'm so excited, I've already added the thing that they're going to drop into my cart and I don't even know what it is. And there was a response to that saying, well, how did you add it to your cart if you don't even know what it is? I don't know what it is. It's $175. I love that because they put the live DoD in September in their cart, and they were so committed to whatever the new product was going to be. They were going to buy it. They were buying it no matter what.
Love that. Thank you for trusting us and for being so excited about Think Drops. Think Drops is incredible.
Yeah. And Think Drops Krill. It's even better. It's a powerhouse.
It really is. I also saw another comment from somebody that said it doesn't matter what the Think Drops Krill tastes like. It's so good for you in nano form. Take it anyway.
It's true, though.
It is true.
It's true. Mm-hmm. So we're going to give away the wand. We're going to give away the nano bundle. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to have a red light bundle, which is the Illuminator and the 660 band. We're going to do that drawing next week, next Wednesday.
Right here on this call.
Yeah, 11:59 last night. We just finished the event, and so we're going to tally up all those and do the drawing next week.
So look forward to that next week, 6:30 p.m. on this call. And just for your information, those of you who have a Day of Discovery virtual ticket that you just watched, you have forever access to that event. So you can go back and watch it forever.
Now, we know that many anticipated that.
Yeah.
So this is a way for you to obviously watch and rewatch and get as much benefit, glean as much as you can from all those amazing presenters. And in conjunction with that, you also have the opportunity as you bring new people on and you want to give them some depth of feeling as to what Solux is, what the company is like, what these events are like. This is a way that will be available. They can actually access that and purchase that as a course now at Solux University.
That's true, as well as the last two previous virtual Days of Discovery. Now, speaking of Day of Discovery, it's all we ever talk about.
Yes, it's what we do. I feel like this is Solux.
It's okay.
It's synonymous with Day of Discovery.
Our next one is a live event, and that is September 13th and 14th. And tickets, as you heard Kai say earlier, are now available in your back office. Those are $175 right now, so snag them while you can. There is limited seating at our venue. It's the same venue we were at the last Day of Discovery. And so those of you who are there know that you want to get your tickets early. So once tickets are gone, once the seats are taken, we are going to have to shut that off. Yeah,
so we're really excited. We're obviously already in the midst of planning. You end one event, and day one post-event is plan for the next event. And so that's where we are. These are the best things. We have so much fun seeing everybody face to face. And many of you draw together as teams. You have your own side events. We love that. Please plan for those.
Yes.
And make plans now.
That's
Join
right.
us. Join us in September.
That's right. Okay, it's mid-March, so we just want to remind you of our March incentive.
Now, the March incentive is if you enroll a brand new QLA, that new QLA, if they order a bundle and set up their subscription for anything, if they set up the subscription, they will receive a 6-pack of Alpha 3 passes. If you've never heard of what an Alpha 3 pass is, that is a 3-day trial that you can give to anybody brand new who's never seen the AOScan technology. And so that's a 6-pack. It's a great way to start building your business if you're a new QLA. But on top of that, not only does the new QLA get that 6-pack, the enrolling QLA gets that 6-pack as well to further add depth to their business
That's
as
right.
well.
And we'll talk about the top enrollers later, but there are some people that are getting multiple 6-packs.
Yeah.
Just from this last week.
And I know a lot of people, and we've gone over the numbers before, and maybe we should visit that again, of what the success of those who use the Alpha 3 pass to build their business is. In fact, as I recall, there is confidently a 17% conversion rate. And remember, you never lose an Alpha 3 pass if the person doesn't ever activate it.
Yeah.
So it's even better than that when you look at the reuse possibility of the non-activated passes that you hand out. We just need to get them out there.
I kind of want to challenge you a little bit because my memory is 24%.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna have to go look at that. Well, I'll take it as a challenge.
Okay. Either number though, that's a high conversion rate.
Yeah, massive.
So,
it's great conversion rate.
Okay, speaking of March 28th, we have a Golds and Higher meeting, and that is at 4:00 Mountain Time. If you have hit Gold, you don't have to break the rank of Gold. If you've hit Gold, then you are invited to attend. So look in your email on Thursday the 28th, and we will send you a link to that event.
Now, there's one more thing for March that we want to, and this is a special thing for everybody who attended the Day of Discovery. You got a coupon during the Day of Discovery. It was a 20% off coupon that you could use during the event. Thank you for attending. And as a part of that thanks, we want to give you a 10% coupon that you can use from now until the end of the month. It is good for one order. So you get to place that order, you get 10% off. If there was something that you're just looking back saying, man, I should have got that. I should have added that, should have taken the benefit of the discount. Yes, you don't get the 20%, but we're going to give you the gift of a 10% discount on one order from now and through March 31st.
We've never done that before, so that's an exciting announcement. Okay, it is time for rank advancements, and this is February. These are all the people who advanced in rank in February. What a group. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, all those bronze, silvers, golds. That is, again, we'll say this over and over again. It is no small thing to break a new rank. It requires 3 months of effort of hitting those marks that rank requires. And so every one of those people on those lists really consistently showed their ability to stay at those levels. That's phenomenal.
Yes, and not only are you getting a reward or a bonus for breaking that rank, but that rank also counts towards your cruise.
Oh yeah. They get credits towards the requirements for the incentive trip that's going on right now. Love that. So in conjunction with that, we also have our top enrollers.
Yes, and now we have to do 2 weeks worth because we did not have a call last week. So this is for the week of February 26th through March 3rd.
And no ties on this list.
No ties.
We have Paige Willer in second place. Congratulations, Paige. Well done.
And in first place, this is a huge surprise, everyone, Simmons Holistics, Inc. Now, if you watched Day of Discovery, you saw this amazing woman teach how to use social media to grow your business. This is how she does it.
Yeah, and I'm so tired of her winning. Can somebody else please win?
Oh, I'm not tired of it. She had 9 people in this week. 9
Oh my
people.
goodness. You, phenomenal. She is amazing. She has a talent and a skill, and she's deploying it at Paige as well, and so many others. Obviously, this is the top 2, and we have a ton of people who are bringing a lot of people to Solix, sharing the information about what this is.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on to last week.
Yeah, March 4th through the 10th.
Yes. Now, we do have a tie for second place on this one.
Okay.
The first one is Nancy Tarlow.
And the other one is Lisa Kay.
Congratulations to both of you. First place. Do you have any guesses?
I do.
Who do you think?
Simmons Holistic Inc.
You're right. And she brought on 7. So
Oh my
in
goodness.
2 weeks, we're
16.
looking at 16 people.
Wow.
That's my favorite number.
You know, everybody, I mean, I hope that you're getting bombarded with people asking, what do you do? I know you have to guard your time and put your barriers up and do your thing. But boy, everybody should be saying, just give us one cue. If you missed one of her cues, she had several in her DoD presentation.
Yes, go watch the Day of Discovery presentation with Caitlin Simmons and Debbie Carlson talking about social media. That's where it is. All right, let's do our contest. Okay, we asked you 2 weeks ago, what did you want to hear at Day of Discovery? Oh, let's see if we succeeded.
Right. What did you want to hear? Oh, yeah. This would be a total fail if I bring something and we didn't even try to do it. Or we tried to do it.
We're giving away a chakra bracelet to all 3.
All right, chakra. This is Troy Shelton, 6937. Let's just make sure we know who you are. I think you're Troy Shelton, but if you're not, please email us so we know who you are. I am most looking forward to education regarding the scans and the use of the scanner, as well as any new product updates, additions to the scanner, how to get the most out of the technology and the products. Oh, we totally did that. Like we nailed that. That was a walk in the park. Easy. I knew we were going to do
confident.
that. I knew we were going to do everything on these lists.
This is, we'll put the name up, so please give us a call. Tell us who you are. Oh, she put her name, Veronica, at the end. Still call us, though. We need your last name.
Yep.
This is my first live weekly Zoom. I love learning. I'm in the 3rd course of Solex University, loving it. Not exactly sure what DoD is. That's because it was your first week.
Yep.
However, you all have me hyped and excited to attend. Thank you for all you do to make this world a better place. You are awesome, loved, and appreciated. Thank you, Veronica.
Yeah.
Well, you win. You get a chakra bracelet.
Yeah, chakra bracelet. And I love that she's like, maybe she was the one that was like, I don't care what it is. I'm putting it in the cart. I'm buying it no matter what. Maybe we should have charged $175 for Think Drops. No, that's not our thing. That's not what we do. All right. I'm going to put the name up here for you to see. Let us know who you are again. But you want the chakra bracelet. Can't wait for my first virtual DoD. Thank you, Lauren, Kai, Shelby, and all the Solex team. Looking forward to learning from all the presenters and especially the updates along with new releases. We totally did everything everybody wanted.
We probably didn't, but thank you for the 3 that we drew. We did. All right, we are going to actually talk about one of our new releases and give some new information that has been requested. Okay. So let's turn the time over to Lauren.
Now, many of you were already part of the launch of AOTune at Day of Discovery. And for those of you, you want to stay tuned because I have a lot more to say. But for those of you who weren't there, watch this little clip. This will show you what AOTune is. Well, there are so many tuning forks. You've got planetary tuning forks, organ tuning forks, DNA tuning forks, the Solfeggio tuning forks, chakra tuning forks. So many tuning forks. Some of them cross over.
Yeah.
Some are in one and also in another group. Mm-hmm. But there's about 37 unique tuning forks here. And I fell in love with this because it made sense. It's non-invasive. It works on frequency, and that's something that we do pretty good with the AO scanner, is frequency. They emit a frequency that helps the body become more in balance, more balanced. Now, there's a set of tuning forks called auto tuning forks, and neither one of us really knew what that meant, and we did a little research. Well, in the very beginning, tuning forks were really used for 2 things: to help find and locate a fracture in a bone or broken bone, and in tuning instruments. Yep. Okay, so autophonics is what they were called in the medical field, and auto is a abbreviation for osteo, which is bone, and phonics, which is sound. So auto forks, there were 4 of them. And those 4 frequencies they used to help detect a fracture or a broken bone. And now they're just referred to as the autos. But they also are used, the main ones, for tuning on pianos as well. And so the auto forks, then you have the planetary forks. And if you look on your screen, you see the planetary frequencies. Hans Cousteau is the German researcher that found the frequencies for the different planets and celestial bodies, and he found what their frequencies were. Now, in the beginning, that seemed odd to me, but then I started thinking about it. What controls our tides on the planet?
The moon.
The moon. And so as the moon gets closer or further away, it affects how high and how far out the tides go. So it started to make sense. Okay, so as these planets make their revolutions around the sun, as they come to us, they do affect our planet, and they, in essence, affect us. Have you found that to be the case with what you do?
Absolutely, I have.
Okay, so we know that hospitals will tell you that their craziest nights on a full moon.
I'll tell you, when I was working as a paramedic, I had always heard that as well, and I just thought it was a bunch of hocus pocus. And it is like the world just turns upside down during full moons. And you run the most bizarre calls. I don't know what happens to people, but also people with sleeping issues.
Yes.
Never affected me until a few years ago. And then I started having some sleeping issues, and I started noticing that it was around the full moon. And I'm like, I am not giving into this, but it really does affect us.
It does. And we are frequency beings.
Exactly.
And so as we interact with the frequencies around us, whether that's another individual or music or an environment, we respond differently.
Right.
Okay, so I spent the better part of 3 days trying to figure out how to bring tuning forks into the scanner. And as you can see, it's here. And it was with the help of people like Sheila and a few others that have helped us fine-tune this program. So you have all of the forks and all of their frequencies in here. So one of the things that we felt would be helpful is, okay, I can't tell you everything about the tuning forks, but if you go and you look right underneath your target, there's a button that says scan.
I love that button.
And if you scan that button, and I'm going to do it right now for me, it will scan all of those 30 plus frequencies or forks and tell me which fork my body at this moment in time would benefit from. And it's the auto, clearing, and connecting. And so that's the fork that it would recommend, and it highlights it for me. It's the frequency 32. Now, the lower frequencies require that you have to take the volume up a little higher because the frequency is so low. But let me show you what we've done to where you don't have to go out and buy all these tuning forks. And as Sheila can tell you, if you were to buy all these tuning forks, it would be close to $2,000.
Yes.
Okay? We came out with a special transducer that we had made that can handle the frequencies that we produce on the device. And it doesn't matter which device you use, whether it's a phone, a tablet, or your computer. And it hooks via Bluetooth. On the bottom of the transducer is a Cybin Cepheid power disc that's been permanently attached. So you get the benefit of the Cybin and the negative ions from there, and that's what's going through. So this is, in essence, the tuning fork. And you get a pair of these if that's something you want to work with. Now tell me how you use your tuning forks real quick.
So I do a technique called raindrop technique, which is typically using essential oils, and Vitaflex, which is stirring the electrical system in the body, using the pad, tip, and nail. You're increasing the voltage in the body and releasing it. So you're sending that electrical charge just with your fingertips. Well, that can get kind of exhausting. Mm-hmm. So another practitioner started studying the tuning forks, and I went and learned with her. I started implementing the tuning forks instead of my fingertips, wondering, first my concern was not having the body contact that might affect people because it's supposed to be, really protective and safe. But I started experimenting with people, and they love the tuning forks because what we're doing is we're driving that message. It's just kind of like homeopathy. It's a frequency that's giving the body a message. And so it does relax them much more. It's much more powerful, and they love feeling those vibrations up their body.
So what we did is we gave you the ability in the software to replicate any one of those types of forks. And that's in your waveforms down here. You'll see sine, square, triangle, and sawtooth. Now, Sheila, you were telling me a little earlier that sawtooth, from your education, was the most effective. Is that?
That's some things that I have been reading about.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel the most relaxing to me,
Yeah.
but the way that it delivers the message, some of the reading that I had done, and it might have been Tesla, actually.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. For me, and I think you said the same thing, sine wave and triangle wave were the most soothing to my body.
Yeah.
And so depending on the individual and what you're trying to achieve, you've got those abilities to make those changes, and you can literally select those midstream. Now, the other thing about a tuning fork, a standard tuning fork, you hit it, and then it will go for maybe 30, 40 seconds, and then you've got to bang it again. With the AO Tune, it goes until you tell it to stop and never diminishes. Now, you can change its intensity by changing the volume, or take it up or down and make it more intense. So when I go to start, it's already set to triangle. Down below the little picture of the triangle, there's a button that says emit tone. And I click on that. That immediately sends that frequency. Now, you can't hear it there, but it's coming straight through the transducer to this part right here. Sheila, go ahead and put your finger on that. You can feel that there.
Yes.
Okay? And it's at a low frequency. So I got to take the volume up a little higher, and now the intensity is a little stronger.
Yes.
Now you can place it, wherever you feel that it needs to go, and depending on who you talk to, they're going to tell you where to put it.
Yes.
And so whatever makes sense to you. So that's now working right here, and it will work until I change that. And now you'll see that it's actually showing you the waveform on the picture. So let's just hit sine right now. And you'll see how the waveform changed. And you'll also feel it change.
Yeah, much more soothing.
Yeah. And if you go to square, it's definitely a different look and a different sound.
Yeah.
And when you go to sawtooth, the same. You have the ability to change the pitch, or effectively, whether you're stainless steel, aluminum, or forged, by just changing the waveform. So that is how that works, and then I can stop it at any time. I can set it to go for 2 minutes, 30 seconds, or 5 minutes automatically by just hitting the little down arrow over here where it says minutes. Always, I can just go backwards. If you see where the purple bar is, it says auto, the last one I just used. I can hit the arrow back. And when you see the different ones now, there's one in here called binaural. That's the first one that comes up. Binaural requires 2 forks. Either 2 tuning forks or 2 of the transducers. These are meant to do a binaural type of effect. So the first one here on the binaural is gamma. Now the gamma you would put around the head. You can either go front and back or on the sides. And that's going to resonate 111 hertz in the center of the brain. That puts you up into gamma. So a good one for that one is when you're trying to get a lot done. You need to be really highly focused and creative. Gamma's your go-to. The other one is the Schumann. That brings us down to grounding. That gets us in balance with the earth. And so that one, again, you can either hold it out here from your ears or just in front of the ear on the body. And that's the binaural. So you'll use 2, and they're putting different frequencies in each one, and the brain resonates on the one in the middle. Okay, so that's the binaural. Now on the planetary frequencies, these were the ones that were developed by the German Hans Cousteau. In the planetary frequencies, the top 2 have nothing to do with planets. They're centering and the flower of life, which is one of the sacred geometry frequencies. The rest relate to a planet, Earth, Pluto, Mercury, etc., all the way down. And then at the very bottom, there's the Schumann frequency. These are used by different practitioners for different purposes and reasons. Mm-hmm. You've used some of the planetary all the time.
Yep.
Go back from there, you have the chakra. Now, some of the chakra frequencies are also in the planetary, okay? And so you have those. It's just a go-to if you're going to do some some chakra therapies. Let's say you do a scan and your chakras are out. You can go right to here, find that chakra, and then use the appropriate tuning fork frequency,
Yes.
right? And then you have organs. I love the organs. When you're looking at your comprehensive and it's coming up and it's saying you got issues with the heart or your liver, your pancreas, you can go right to, there's a fork frequency for that. And now the question again is, where do we put it?
Right.
Right?
In the area.
In the area. The next one is DNA and RNA. Now here is where you start to cross over that little bit of a line. These are relating to generally an amino acid or something in the body. And it could mean that if I scan it and that comes up, maybe you're deficient in that or whatever. But whatever it is, it's like you said a minute ago. It's giving you a frequency that's basically telling the body how to go back to balance.
Right. Things
Right
get
there.
out of whack,
They get out.
malnutrition, there could be, some kind of infection thing. There could, when the body starts being depleted of energy, it affects us in different ways. And all we're doing with frequencies, like with everything else, is reminding that organ system or that tissue of its natural state,
Right.
sending back its natural state. That's it.
That's it. Thank you. Okay, so that's the other one. Then you have spiritual insights, the pineal gland, spiritual awakenings. For those of you who do a lot of meditation, do a lot of the spiritual energy work, this is going to be a go-to for you. And the next one and the last one is the auto. These are the auto connecting, and it's just those four frequencies, 32, 64, 128, and 256. And it's basically the note C in four different octaves. Mm-hmm. And so there's so much you can learn about the tuning forks. What we wanted to do was give you a tool in your toolbox here, in your Cephy toolbox, that allows you to do more.
Yeah.
So now that you've just seen that little clip, you know what it is. We're talking about tuning forks and being able to take the magic of tuning forks and put them into the palm of your hand in the AO scan under AO Tune. When you go into your Cephy and you go down to the bottom, there's a little button that says AO Tune. And those are the frequencies for the tuning forks. Now, you see two tuning forks here. This one here on my right is a weighted tuning fork because of the weights on the end. This one is just a straight tuning fork. Now, the difference is, it's simple. Your tuning fork has a stem and two tongs. When you hit the tuning fork, the vibration of the tongs puts that frequency out in the area. On a weighted tuning fork, the weights drive that frequency down through the stem. And so this would be more used on the body, on like maybe an acupressure point or an organ, like your thyroid or your chakras. So you want to drive the frequency down the stem. This one drives the frequencies out the tongs. Those are your two tuning forks. You can spend a lot of money on tuning forks. But now you've got all of those tuning fork frequencies in the AO scan at the touch of a button. And when you go into the AO Tune, at the very top, there's a button that says Scan. And that's my lifesaver because I don't understand tuning forks like some of you out there do. But if I hit Scan, it'll scan my body and let me know which tuning fork frequency my body's calling for at this time. So once you've done the scan and it isolates the frequency, the tuning fork frequency that is best for you at that moment, that would be like picking up that particular tuning fork, hitting it, and listening to that tone. Exactly the same. Except instead of having to use a tuning fork, you're able to use your scanner and a transducer. Let me explain the transducer. The transducer, if I was to send the signal through the transducer and hold it like this, it'd be the same as using this tuning fork. It's sending the frequency into the area. If I use the transducer and I put it on my body, it'd be like using this tuning fork, driving the frequencies down the stem in. And so one device is literally both types of scanners or both type of forks, depending on how you decide to use it. Now, those of you who have already played with this, you've probably already experienced just listening to those frequencies of a fork coming right out of the speaker on your device, whether that's your speaker on a computer or on your speaker on your phone. And you're feeling the benefits of that. That's very similar to just hitting a tuning fork and just listening to it like this. The frequency is just going out. The speaker would do the same thing. But when you take and you put a transducer on the body, you're literally driving the frequency straight into the body, just like a weighted tuning fork would send it down the stem. So let's talk a little bit about transducers. You're going to say, well, I already have my wired transducers or my Bluetooth. Absolutely, they are a transducer and they're good. Well, what about if I just buy some transducers on Amazon or on some other site out there? They're great. The difference between all of these transducers is one thing. Our transducer for AO Tune and our Bluetooth and our wired transducers were made to do one thing, and that's to play specific frequencies. These transducers that you can buy elsewhere, they're great. In fact, in some ways, they're better than ours if I want to listen to music. Because they're wired and the coils in here are made to play a high fidelity music. Where our transducers are wired to deliver a very specific set of frequencies to our brain or to our body. The quality is the same. The purpose is different. Now, okay, so why would you not just use these or these instead of this? Well, it's simple. You're limited on where you can place these. They're really designed to go right here. Now, can you use them other places? Yeah, you could do things like this. It'll work. But I want you to take a look at the size of that transducer and the size of this one. The intensity, the power, and the concentration for delivering a frequency like a tuning fork frequency is going to be delivered better with this size of a transducer pad. And you place that somewhere on your body, you're going to get a better, more full reception of that frequency. So they're all good. They can all be used. One of the questions that comes up, well, can I use it at night, in the morning, during the day? When's the best time to use them? Whenever your body says. There is no right or wrong when you're using a frequency like my MindSync, like inner voice, like a scan frequency, or like an AO Tune frequency. Doesn't matter if it's in the morning or in the evening. We're not stimulating an activity in your body that's going to disrupt your sleep. We're actually going to, if it's time to go to sleep, it's going to make you be able to go to sleep better and have a better quality of sleep because of that frequency that's being introduced to the body. So there is no right or wrong or time of the day or night to use your AO Tune. Needless to say, we are ecstatic about your enthusiasm about AO Tune. It is, in our mind, one of the neatest little additions to the scanner that we could have brought into. And from the testimonies that we've been receiving, you agree. It's one of those little niceties that just makes the scanner a little bit better. And that's what our whole goal is, to make it better every time. The takeaway is, use your AO Tuner whenever you think about it. That's your body saying it's time. Whether it's in the morning, in the evening, if it's multiple times during the day, it makes no difference. Transducer, if you're going to be working with other people, a transducer makes sense because you're able to put it on their body. The transducer, the right transducer, it's like a car. I can buy a Volkswagen that was made in the 70s. It'll get me from New York to LA, just like a brand new Mercedes. The difference is the quality of the ride. So picking the right tool for the right application, I think, is critical. But you can use what you have You can grow into what you want as it makes sense to you. So keep those testimonies coming. Keep using AOTune and let us know what you think. Till next time.
Lauren, we've had another amazing day of discovery.
Oh, through the roof.
Yeah, we had
Off the
so many
charts.
people, so many comments, so many great experiences. We hope that you guys will take those and go and revisit those. As we've announced, you'll have access to these forever now, and you'll be able to go back and watch and rewatch those as to your heart's content. I know you'll like mine in particular, so feel free, watch it over and over again. Okay, so AOTune, you just did a great presentation on introducing AOTune. I think we should give away some AOTune.
We're going to have you tell us your experience with AOTune so far. Send those in to us. And next week we'll draw 3 people, and we're going to send a pair of
AOTune transducers to 3 different people. Okay, so comment on the call. Remember, not on the live chat. Wait till the call's over. Your comments, what experiences have you had with AOTune so far? And we're going to give away the 3 AOTunes. All right, everybody, have a great week.
See ya.
Okay, so-
I saved the day. Well, Mike. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.